Hi, freshmen. Welcome to Advisory. Counselors are here to visit for the next 2 weeks in preparation for our programming process. All the information that we review today and in the next few weeks will be available on the Del Mar website for you and your parents or guardians to review at any time. At Del Mar, we call choosing classes programming, and every year we get to go through this process with our students, starting with our freshmen. For freshmen, the programming process will take part in 4 parts. Part 1 starts today in advisory. We'll talk about high school success and support resources, graduation and college requirements, and our overall programming process. Part 2 will take place next week in advisory. We'll go over the subject area pathways, the course descriptions for all the classes that we offer, and a preview of how to enter your academic plan into your Aries account. In Part 3, counselors will visit your English classes for some extra information and following up with questions and answers. You'll be able to enter and submit your academic plan to your counselor in Aries and then prepare for a one-on-one meeting with your counselor. The last part will happen the week of November 8th. Each freshman student will get to meet individually with their counselor. You can ask your own questions and make any changes that you need in your academic plan. This process will look a little bit different in your 10th and 11th grade years. Starting in freshman year, you will look at an overall plan for all the classes that you want to take in high school, and then we'll get to update it every year. So today is part 1. We'll start by talking about how to be successful in high school and what resources for support we have for you. We'll talk about graduation and college requirements and where you are in meeting those requirements starting now as a freshman, and then what you can expect from our programming process. Hopefully by now you've gotten the chance to meet your counselor, but if not, you will soon. Ms. Geist has students with last names A through GI. Mr. Nelson has students with last names GO through O. Right now, Mr. Nelson is subbing for Ms. Bayes. She will be back in January and she can't wait to see her students. Mr. Mendoza has students with last names P through Z. You'll see our email addresses here where you can contact us. We're located in the Student Services building. You can walk in to see us before or after school or during breaks. As students start their freshman year, we want to make sure that they understand the differences between our grading system versus middle school, as there are some definite differences in the way that grades are calculated and the way that they count towards your graduation status. You've already received one progress notice for the 6-week grading period, and we're getting close to the 12-week grading period. Progress notices are used for eligibility. Students need to maintain a 2.0 in order to be eligible to participate in activities. The grades at progress notices are not permanent and don't get recorded on your transcript, but they do give you an indication of how you're doing in your classes. They do not earn credit towards graduation status at the progress notice grading period, and these grades do not follow you to college. At the semester, those grades are used for your graduation status and calculating your GPA. Grades at each semester are permanent and get recorded on your high school transcript. They also earn credit towards your graduation status for passing your classes, and they do follow you to college. Why is passing classes important? A study by the University of Chicago found that even one F in a year-long course in the 9th grade decreases the chances of graduating from high school by 30%. 2 Fs in the 9th grade decreases that probability by over 50%. On the other hand, freshmen who earn a B average or better have an 80% chance of finishing high school with at least a 3.0 GPA. As we continue with meeting with our students and talking about the college admissions process, we'll talk about how important GPA can be, not only towards your eligibility, but for things like scholarships to help you pay for it. You'll notice here in this chart that freshman GPA is correlated towards graduation rates. You'll notice that on the lower end of the GPA, graduation rates are very low. As a student's GPA increases, whether that's throughout their 4 years in high school, but especially in the freshman year, graduation rates definitely increase. On the other hand here, you can see the number of Fs that a student earns in a semester course and how that correlates to their graduation status. Middle school can definitely be good preparation for high school, but it is very different. A lot of times students don't realize that the courses they are taking, even in their first semester of high school, already start to count towards their graduation status. Attendance is especially important in high school. Now that we're returning from distance learning, we're so excited to be able to see our students in person again, and we want to make sure that you are here every day. The same study found that freshmen who miss more than 2 weeks of school fail on an average at least 2 classes. A student's attendance in their courses is 8 times more predictive of a course failure in the freshman year than any test scores, no matter how well they did in classes prior to coming to high school. Even just 1 week of an absence is linked with a much greater likelihood of failure, regardless of that incoming achievement. You can see here the freshman graduation rates and how they are affected by their absence rates. The number of days per semester is correlated with those graduation rates. You've probably noticed in high school that even when you miss just 1 day of school, you do miss a lot. You don't have all of your classes every day, but they are longer, and teachers are working through a lot of material during class. So when you do miss, it can be easy to feel kind of overwhelmed when you come back and not sure where to start. We'll talk about some of the best things that you can do to help yourself be successful if you do need to be absent sometimes. In high school, students have a set of courses that they need to take in order to graduate and receive their high school diploma, and they start earning credits in the freshman year. Each class that you take at Del Mar will be worth 5 credits per semester for a total of 10 credits for the whole school year per course. Most freshmen are taking 6, maybe 7 classes, and should plan to have between 60 to 70 credits by the end of this school year. For graduation purposes, passing grades earn credits. That includes grades of A, B, C, or D. For colleges and universities want to see students getting grades of C or better in order to meet subject requirements. You'll see here our graduation requirements and college entrance requirements. The great thing for students is that these requirements are very closely matched, and that's intended to help students to meet both sets. On the left-hand side, you'll see college entrance requirements. These apply to schools in the University of California and California State University school systems. On the right-hand side, you'll see Del Mar's graduation requirements, the set of courses that you need to complete in order to earn your diploma at the end of your senior year. Freshmen are already enrolled in some of the courses that they need to graduate, starting right in their first year of high school. You'll see that in total, you need 3 years of social science, 4 years of English, 3 years of math, 3 years of science, 2 years of a world language, 1 year of a visual and performing arts class, a college prep elective, PE credits for 20 credits, a career technical education class or an additional visual and performing arts class, and then 20 general electives. For many students, they will meet a lot of their elective credits in moving into the junior and senior year once they've completed many of their required subject requirements. Once you start looking at your academic plan, you'll be able to get some ideas for what classes you would like to take in order to meet all of these requirements and what classes are available to you. By now, you should definitely have and be using your Canvas account frequently. We use Canvas not only to monitor students' current grades, but to see what assignments you have coming up and your overall progress in a course. Teachers also post their course syllabus, where you can get more information about their office hours, when they're available to meet with students for extra help, and how their grading system works. When you log into your Canvas account, especially as we come upon the 12-week grading period, you should be checking for any D or F grades in your courses. You still have the opportunity to improve those grades and show your mastery of course content before the end of the semester. You should be looking for any missing assignments that you might have and talking with your teacher about either making them up or preparing for the next set of assessments that you have coming up. We mentioned the teacher office hours that are posted in their course syllabus and want to see students taking advantage of these office hours right in their freshman year. We model our office hours program off of what colleges and universities do. After you graduate from high school, whether you move on to a community college or a four-year college, in every class that you take, the professor is going to hold office hours, and those are meant as open times for students to come and get help. Teachers want to see you during those times, and they want to be able to help you. It's the best way for you to be able to communicate with your teacher and get some extra help in your classes. To calculate your GPA, you can click this link when it's posted on the website to help you see where you are in your classes. An A is worth 4 points in the GPA calculation, a B is worth 3, a C is worth 2, and a D is worth 1 point. Grades of F do not earn a point in the GPA calculation, and they do not earn credits towards graduation. Your GPA is calculated every 6 weeks in your progress notice, and a final GPA that gets posted onto your transcript is calculated at the end of the semester. As you look at your grades in Canvas and start to calculate where you are with your GPA, you should be looking to see if you are on track to earn at least 30 credits at the end of the first semester. Like we said, most freshman students are enrolled in 6 classes. Some may have chosen to take 7, but you should plan to earn at least 30 credits by the end of your first semester for passing all of your classes. High school is challenging enough in itself, and we know that coming back from distance learning brings its own challenges as you adjust to coming back to school and the structure of high school. So we want to make sure that we help you to be successful. We mentioned attendance and how important it is. Being on time to your classes every day so that you are ready and in your seat when the bell rings for the activities that your teacher has starting off your class period every day. Your weekly advisory is a great opportunity for you to check in with another adult and teacher on campus, to review your grades in Canvas and make a plan for yourself of anything that you might need to make up, and taking advantage of that open advisory time when you can sign up to see a teacher in advance to get some extra help. We mentioned office hours, and we want to make sure that we keep talking about it. Teachers offer their office hours in order to meet with students and get extra help. Students can bring a draft of an essay to a teacher. They can ask for help with test corrections or preparing for a reassessment. You can work with a teacher and look at your Canvas account to make a game plan for what you might want to do to make up. Counselors are available to meet with students as well, before and after school, and during breaks to see students. You can also email us to set up an appointment time. The next chance that you have for open advisory, we highly encourage you to take advantage of that time. If there is a class where you are feeling a little bit overwhelmed or maybe lost or feeling like you need some extra help, sign up to see your teacher during that open advisory period. It's built right into the school day to give you that time to see teachers for help. Once you make it a habit, it can become a lot more comfortable to see your teachers to get extra help and ask questions. It's definitely a skill that you can build, and we want students to start doing that right in their freshman year of high school. Along the lines of reaching out for help, we do have other resources beyond the academic help that we offer here at Del Mar High School. Your first point of contact should definitely be your teachers. They are the ones that see you every day in their classes. They can help you with content or material or study strategies, or help to partner you up with study groups if that's something that you're interested in. They are an absolute wonderful resource for you in your classes, and they want to be here to help support you. Your counselors are another great resource if you are finding that you need help with staying organized, or if you are having issues outside of the class, or if you are having issues with other students or peers, or you want ways to get connected to school. Counselors can be a great resource for you. Talking about high school at home and your classes is a great way to get support from your family as well. High school is a big transition, and a lot of families are learning about this process together. So reaching out to your family is another great resource. We do have Castly Counseling here at school, which is free counseling services provided to students on an individual or group level, depending on the need. If you're interested in Castly Counseling services, you can talk to your Del Mar counselor about a referral. And if you haven't visited our wellness center yet, we encourage you to make an appointment to check in with Miss Burton, or to go between classes before or after school or at lunch. You'll be seeing a video in the next couple of weeks from the Wellness Center with more information about where it's located, how it works, and what type of support and resources you can experience. Getting involved is one of the best ways to transition into high school and to help make some friends and to feel connected to a brand new school. Maybe you want to join a club or a sport or an activity that we offer. We had Club Rush in the fall, which was a great opportunity to see what kind of clubs that we have on campus. You can also check the Del Mar website to see what clubs that we offer. If there's a club that we don't have that you want to start with your friends, you can do that. We have new clubs that get started every year that are based on student interest, and it's a great way for you to meet with other students that have similar interests and get to know each other throughout high school. We offer sports throughout the year, fall, winter, and spring, and students are highly encouraged to maybe try a sport that they've been playing for a while or something brand new. We have a number of activities throughout the year. We're doing spirit weeks, we have dances and out of school activities. We're so excited to be able to have those again, and we highly encourage students to attend. It really helps to build a connection with school outside of the school day in your classes to help you be successful and thrive at Del Mar. We will see you again next week for part 2 of our programming process in advisory. We'll review the subject area pathways that we have, which is the order that you can take your classes at Del Mar in order to meet graduation and college requirements. You'll be able to look at course descriptions to see what you'll be learning in each class and what the expectations are. And then you'll get to start to work on your academic plan to plan what classes you want to take in high school in order to meet requirements. We'll see you next time, freshmen.